Hello, everyone. Welcome back again to the Sip in the Monty YouTube channel. I appreciate you for tuning in. Today, we are going to get into episode 1 of the Queens of R&B, SWV and Xscape. So, the show starts off with the girls just basically introducing themselves and their groups and how many records they sold, both platinum albums, and millions of albums sold worldwide. And they get into the makeups and the breakups of everything that happened between them. If you're familiar with 90s R&B, you already know what happened with that on both ends. So, we start off, the episode truly starts with Candy in the studio playing legs and hips and potty. And Tiny walks in, and then after Tiny walks in, not LaTocha, but Tamika walks in. And Tamika walks in dragging that big old ham stuffed in those capris. Side note, Tamika got that body together. Because if you guys remember the first show, Xscape Still Kicking It, baby, that emoji. Ooh, baby. Yeah, but she got it right. She got it right. She got it tight. So they're in the studio and they're just kikiing and, asking who's got snacks and all that stuff. And, the production decides to be messy and asks Tamika, like, hey, didn't you and Candy have a little falling out over a radio interview that you had did some years ago? And she was like, I don't want to talk about it. We've moved on. We're past that. Let's move on. And production, being messy, played the clip anyway of Tamika saying that, Candy sleeps around and that she slept with Jermaine Dupri's dad and all of that. And so Candy, when she was asked about it, she got into it. She's like, yeah, Tamika had a lot to say about me in the radio interview about me sleeping with Jermaine Dupri's dad and all of this stuff. And, but we're in a better place now. And, that's the only reason why Xscape is back together, because Candy said, if you apologize to me the way you embarrassed me, we could get back together. And Tamika apologized for the sake of the bag. Smart girl. So, I like Tamika. Side note, just saying that ahead of time, based off of what I've seen over time and what I'm seeing now, I like Tamika. I think she's cool people. If I knew her in real life, like I would be her friend. Okay, so I got my notes, y'all. So if y'all see me looking away, I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure that I give y'all a thorough review. So yeah. So immediately we get into the bull. So we're talking about why things are tense between LaTocha and Tamika, who are sisters, and just the group in general. Why LaTocha's kind of been playing the back. So, apparently at the Lovers and Friends Fest in Las Vegas last year in May, Tamika and Candy got locked out of their dressing rooms, and LaTocha and Tamika, did not. And, I guess they left, LaTocha left them, out in the cold, like walked right past them with her nose up, like, it just pretty much paid them dust, and she felt a way about it. So then they get into it over text message, and LaTocha, Tamika told her to kiss her ass, just said kiss my buttocks, and then LaTocha told her to watch that and basically kiss my buttocks, and then I can't talk, I can't do all that. You know how YouTube work. So then Tamika said that, well, if you had some butt to kiss, and LaTocha said that was body shaming. LaTocha, you don't have a big butt. The other three girls in the group got big butts because they got their bodies done. Candy don't like to talk about it, but she got her butt done too. Um, and I guess that makes LaTocha feel away. I think that LaTocha has issues with her body image in general, even now that she's like, snatched. I think that the lingering, over of, being the larger girl in the group, still hangs with her. And if you look back, LaTocha wasn't even big then. Like, as a young girl, I think she was like a little heavier, but that was literally baby fat because she was a young girl. And then that second album, she wasn't big. The third album, she wasn't big. But I guess because she wasn't, petite and light skinned with long hair and cat eyes, she was considered big. So, anyways, and I get that. I get how that can like wear and wane on a person. I understand. Uh, but yeah, Tasha, I think, she referenced to, somebody, saying that, oh, the big girl over there, and I think she heard that all through the 90s. Everybody always called her the big girl from Escape. Not, and she had a whole name and she was very talented, sings her face off every time. And I think that, even now, with her weight loss, however she lost the weight, she lost the weight. And I think that still even that sticks with her. And maybe when she looks in the mirror, she still has, those feelings or those voices are still in her head that she's big. And maybe she even feels that, there was some different treatment towards her from the girls. Or maybe she has some resentment towards them because they never had to deal with that and they never had any I don't know the dynamic. I don't know. I've never heard her and them have that conversation because all the other three of them are surgical. So any body image issues that they had, they laid on the table and fixed them. LaTocha, Tamika said that LaTocha didn't have no body work done. So, LaTocha, if I'm not recommending her to get body work done, but you don't got the big butt because you didn't get yours pumped up like they did. So, but I definitely understand the issue with the body image. So moving on, we get to SWV and they're rehearsing, sounding like they always did. And they agreed to do the show with what's them girls, Xscape, as long as they are able to, because they know that it come with drama. So we already see the division from jump, of course. LaTocha got her own thing outside of Xscape. She didn't meet with them. Xscape is the three girls right now without Tasha. And LaTocha looks good. She looks really good. Nobody's talking about how good she looks. Like, LaTocha looks really good. And we're introduced to her husband, Rocky, who she's been with for 27 years, and their son, Jamon, who's a college graduate and a college athlete. She didn't say he's looking to get into the NBA, but he's looking to get into the NBA. And I call cap with how they met. She said that her husband had walked up to her boyfriend at the time and said, I ain't having sex with her, but I want to be with her and you can leave. And the boyfriend left. So if that's true, the boyfriend didn't want her for real to not, because how's somebody going to come up to you and tell you, I want to be with your lady and you can leave now, and then they just get up and leave? Either they're lying or there was no boyfriend, or the boyfriend didn't want her to begin with, so he said, woo, somebody else. Yes, get somebody else to do it. Finally. So, but yeah, I want to hear from the other boyfriend. So we go to Tiny's enormous family. She has 7 children. I didn't realize it was 7 of them. The daughter Eris is so stinking cute. I saw a clip where they had T.I. in there. Please don't bring him in there. Like, no, we don't need him in here. All he gonna say is, man, they don't need to hear your business. And no, yeah, no. So then we meet Tamika and her bodyguard husband, who used to be the personal protector for Tyler Perry. And she said basically in the conversation that they used to be friends, and then one day she realized she had fell in love with him, and she had went over his house and came out the bathroom in her thongs and her bra. And he was like, what you doing? And she was like, well, you hard, so you want me. And then they did that. And then they've been together ever since. Paraphrasing, you know, we got to move on. So if you want to know exactly the slow details, either you've already seen it or you can go watch it on Bravo or Peacock. She said, Tamika, I'm sorry, did I be calling Tamika LaTocha? Tamika said that she don't want to be singing My Little Secret at 60. And like, why not? You singing it at 50? What's 10 more years? You've been singing this since 98 and it's 2023. Like, you singing it, you 50 or you damn near 50. Go on and sing it another 10 years, girl. For as long as you can book and sell them shows, sing that song. So the ladies meet. Xscape is dressed for filming because they're used to reality TV cameras, all of them. And SWV is dressed for a Target run. LaTocha gives everybody the cold shoulder in her half-body trench coat, giving Nene vibes without the big personality, just the nasty part. You know how Nene gave you nice nasty? It's just regular nasty, cold shoulder. Real Nene-esque. And people have been calling for LaTocha to be on The Real Housewives. No. It's like just giving part of Nene. No. We don't need that. They brainstorm about the show and what they want the show to look like. But LaTocha said that she's upset. Not upset, but she's not excited because they have internal issues that they need to hash out. So the internal issues being with her sister, Tamika. SWV said, we look at it as a business. We don't talk or communicate either. And we just get to the bag. Tamika and Tasha, like, we haven't talked since the Lovers and Friends show in Vegas. And they like, we don't talk either, girl. It's not that deep, I promise you. And LaTocha's like, it is. So LaTocha and Tamika's mom sets up a meeting with them at her house to hash out. LaTocha reenacts what happened at the Lovers and Friends Fest, and somehow the mama gets that Tamika is jealous of LaTocha from that. I don't know where jealousy came. She's recounting about how she was locked out of her dressing room and LaTocha paid to dust. And the real kicker is that Tamika brought up a story of how Xscape was owed some back royalties and to the tune of $30,000, and it was in some checks. But the checks were sent to LaTocha instead of Tamika. So Tamika didn't get her checks. LaTocha got them. So the checks had been cashed and spent, and LaTocha and her husband had cashed them and spent them. And when she brought it up, the mother and Tasha got gagged, which means that, the LaTocha spent them and probably gave the mother a piece of it. You feel me? And so then the mama talking about cut the cameras off, get out my house. Now it was funny when LaTocha was like, girl, ain't nobody steal your money, girl. You ain't got no money to steal. Like, why would you say that? But she don't got no money to steal because you stole it. She don't got no money because of you. But yeah, that made me not like the mama either. Because the mama, Tamika said that LaTocha is the clear favorite, and clearly she is. And she's the favorite because she be giving her your money, girl. But that's all I have for episode 1. of SWV. The new episode comes on tonight. Sorry for the late review. And we will get into episode 2 soon. And I will talk to you guys then. Bye.